Fellas, women want a nice player. Now, let me break that down to you. What does that exactly mean? Because I'm sure most of you guys already watching this, 98% of you are already nice guys. Okay? There are guys who help women, who do everything for women, don't really put their intentions out there, and women look at them as invisible, right? They don't find attraction for them. You hear that fatal flaw. You're a nice guy, but you're a nice guy, but I think we should be friends, right? I know those daggers to your stomach kill you, fellas, but the more important part of the equation here is the learning to become a player. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be all one thing. You don't want to be all player or all nice guy. Okay. You have to have a good balance and mix of both. But for most of you, right, most of you watching, you're going to have a much harder time learning how to be that player, that F boy, right? Than being a nice guy, because most of you are already a nice guy. Okay. So the reason women want a F boy, okay, is someone who gives them those good emotions, right? Is because it's exciting, it's exhilarating. When she goes out with him, right? She feels those tinglies, right? She gets flirted with. Okay. It's all about the emotion with that guy, right? But if there's nothing else attached to it, okay, women know those relationships typically will end. So if you could actually be kind of not even nice guy, but boyfriend material and a player, now we're talking about the ultimate combo that can exist together. Okay. The guys I see do the absolute best with women, okay, are the guys who are F boys, but they run it in a style of still being a dateable guy, right? Because there are guys who get laid, they sleep on a mattress on the floor, they're nonchalant, they dress well, right? They're tattooed up, they don't care, and they get laid, right? But those relationships will always end because even the girl knows, right? Even the girl knows it's not going to work out, okay? But if you're a guy who still gives her those emotions, right? You still tat it up, you still, how would I say this? You're still a cool, emotionally intelligent man, but you'd also make a good boyfriend because your life's together. You have a nice job, you have a good apartment, you're well traveled, you're good to your parents, right? That is the ultimate deadly combo. That's the girl, right? Sorry. That's the guy that the woman is going to pine over for years. That's going to be the one that got away, right? Not that hot guy on the mattress on the floor. No, that's not the one she's going to worry about. She's going to worry about the one that got away, that gave her the most well-roundedness, right? He was socially intelligent. He was flirty. He made her feel sexy. He was also really cool. He also had his life together. He was the total package. Okay, because at the end of the day, that's what a woman truly, truly wants. And I know women. You'll hear women say all the time, "I just want a nice guy, right? Just be yourself, right?" When they say that, okay, they're saying be the best version of yourself. Okay, be the most flirtatious, charismatic, you know, um, leader that you can be, right? Not the chody guy who beats his meat every day and is playing video games. No, that's not what they mean by that. You need to be the best version of you. That's what women will find attractive. Okay, and I don't think any of you guys want to be socially awkward, socially weird. Just being like a guy who's a recluse, right? I think at the end of the day, if you're into self improvement, you're into getting better with women, not only does that have to do with talking to girls, that has to do with encompassing your whole life into being just a more social and more capable man. All right. That's why women find these skills so attractive. Okay. Because to find both those things in one guy is extremely difficult, boys. Okay. And when you do that, you will have women begging to see you, pining to see you, flying out to see you, like making anything they can do happen to make it happen with you. Literally anything. They will make your life easy. Okay? They will make it easy for you to see them, easy for you to hang out, easy for them to, to wife you up, right? It will all be very, very easy if you can play both sides of that fence. All right? Now, if you're F boy, yeah, you'll have a lot of girls around, but I promise you, you'll have a hard time keeping them for something serious. If you're just a nice guy, you won't even have any girls around. All right, let's think about that. Which would you rather be? What you really need to be, fellas, is focus on falling somewhere in the middle of both those things. All right, nice guy with the ability to flirt, hook, give her those emotions, and still look at you as boyfriend material, and you'll never lose that girl again. All right, boys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I have a free training in the pinned comments below. If you want it, click it, download it. I'll talk to you boys soon.